you should go fuck yourself. And your hat, too. And another dog while you're at it. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode on this channel. This is going to be a life update. And as you can see, I am sitting on a couch in blankets because I have been violently fucking sick for the last 4 days. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this update. Let's go.
Ahora se estupida dick.
What?
Ahora estupida dick.
I'm annoyed because you're pretending to pronounce it.
No, I'm not. I'm practicing. Mi amigo, estupida dick.
My friend is stupid dick.
Like that hurt? Is the truth there? I said Marito de fibra. I promise you I did. I went in there. And then she's like, what? And I was like, my husband has a fever.
And she's like, oh.
She's like, oh, fever.
I understand your English perfectly.
She did.
The fuck are we saying to people out here?
Well, no, they don't understand English though.
My wife will now take my temperature.
Okay.
I don't like the way this feels.
Don't? You were fine last time. Oh my god.
Fucking shit.
Still good. Let me take the other side. Your back feels so hot, but... Yeah, you're good. 36.2, normal. Mi marido ha estado enfermo durante 4 días. With the fibra.
So, got here last week on Thursday, I believe, Wednesday, and was feeling pretty good for like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Started to feel a little bit sick on Sunday. And Monday morning, I went to the gym, worked out, exercised, and as I started getting into my meetings, I almost felt this like queasy feeling in my stomach, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And I thought I ate something bad. So I went to bed right after my meeting and laid in bed for literally fucking 12 hours. And then when I got up, I was like, I feel like shit, went back to sleep. Woke up the next day and I had like a fever, I had chills, and I had body aches, and I was like, this is fucking weird. So I slept for another day thinking that it would go away, and by Wednesday morning, which was yesterday morning, I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and I decided I was gonna go to the hospital as soon as they opened up. Waited till 7 o'clock wide awake. As soon as I knew that there was places that were open, I was like, I'm going to the fucking doctor. Going to the doctors in the Dominican is fucking hard, okay? Because first of all, you don't even know which doctors are real. Not necessarily saying some doctors are fake, but like the first doctor's office that we plugged in said 24 hours. We fucking drove there. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. It was like in the middle of Sosua, which is like a city, a town in Dominican. And when we got there, we were like in the middle of like a regular neighborhood that we live in Cabarete. You guys saw in the last vlog is like a nice, like a little bit more established neighborhood in the middle of Sosua. It's like the downtown of the Dominican, but obviously it's a third world country, so it's not as downtown as like downtown Calgary would be or downtown Kelowna. So we're in the middle of like these, like, for lack of a better term, like rundown buildings, and everybody was asleep when we got there because it was 7, but then 7:30 rolled around and people started to wake up. And so I'm driving, and there's a bunch of motorcycles whizzing by me on both directions. And then somebody looked at me, and he's like, you're driving on one way. And I was like, oh my fucking God. So I'm like, so fucking sick. I have like a fucking fever. I'm like driving the wrong way on a one way. I get to the doctor's office, which said 24 hours. We go to open the door, and it's fucking closed. I'm like, fuck. So we like get out of this little area. And as I'm trying to navigate my way out, I'm driving the wrong way on one-way streets. It was weird because like every street will have like a little bit of a gutter, but you'd be driving and the gutter on the side of the street was like a 2-foot drop off. So if you went even a little bit off the side of the street, like you're just gonna fuck your vehicle. So I don't know how the fuck to get out of here. I'm sick as fuck. Kirsten's checking in on me. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, don't talk to me, okay? I'm not okay. I have a fever. I want to die. I'm in the middle of a place I don't know. Doctor's office is closed. I was like, I fucking hate this. So then finally, you want to say something?
And naturally, Brian Mark, king of positivity, always says, what you speak becomes your reality. So I'm like, it is going to be okay. I'm going to die! I don't feel good! I'm not okay right now! I'm spitting. No.
Yeah, that's not exactly how it went. What happened is she kept checking me. She's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm fine. I was like, I'm not okay. So stop asking because I feel like shit. I have a fever. I don't feel fucking good. I can't find the doctor's office. Like, I'm not okay. And she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was not okay. That is what actually happened.
That was what I said.
No, what I said and what you said were completely different. I said what happened and you said and exaggerated what happened by like 100%.
No, I just used a different tone.
Yeah, so that exactly the tone would add emphasis to the exaggeration.
Are you okay?
You need to leave my vlog now.
Marito de fibra, I love you.
El Stupido.
That's not even how you say it. We're gonna come back and we're gonna know at least 3 new sentences. We love you, te amo.
Get out so I can finish filming.
Te amo. Te amo.
She fucking just loves fucking with me. So not okay. And I was like, okay, the doctor's office is closed. We're gonna have to rely on our Dominican contacts. So we ended up contacting our house manager. We're like, do you know of any doctors? And she's like, yes, one can come to your house or you guys can go to the hospital. We'd already been driving around for 30 minutes. And at this point, I like needed a fucking doctor. So I was like, we're gonna drive to the hospital. So we drove to the hospital. And when we got there, it was super confusing because I don't speak Spanish and they don't speak English. So everything that I communicated to them was through Google Translate. And so I'm like Google translating my symptoms. I'm like fever, chills, sweating, help me, please. And they were like trying their best to communicate with me, but it was just a very slow process. Not to mention, and this isn't throwing shade, Dominican culture and Canadian culture are way different in the speed that they move. I'm gonna give you a demonstration, okay? I tell this lady, I'm fucking like dying. I have a fever and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. This is how fast she took my form from one side of the fucking hospital to the other. Please, Nick, can you back up so I can demonstrate this? Pick up the camera and you're gonna back up because I'm gonna demonstrate how fast this lady took my form from which I communicated that I was fucking dying from one end of the hospital to the other. She's like, oh, okay. I'm sitting there and I'm like, move your fucking ass. It was not okay, okay? It wasn't. I was sitting there fucking dying. She's moving at Dominican speed, and I was not okay with it. So we literally sat in the hospital sat there for like 3 hours, and it was, I don't know if it was chilly or if I was freezing, but I literally, you guys, had goosebumps like up my entire fucking body. I just was like shivering, freezing. Ended up getting into the doctor. They ended up giving me like 6 antibiotics, which I honestly didn't even give a fuck what they gave me. I was like, just get me rid of this fucking sickness. So I've been on antibiotics now for the last like 2 days. And yesterday I felt okay. Today I feel a little bit better, so I think it is on the come up, but like honestly, I've just been fucking laying in bed. So Dominican life update is like I got sick when I got here, went to the hospital, and have been laying in bed ever since. And to be completely transparent, Kirsten said something and she was like, you're usually Captain Positive. And like, I usually am Captain Positive, and I think the reason that this fucked with me is because I wasn't expecting it to hit so hard. And when it did hit so hard, I was like, that's okay. It's going to be done by tomorrow morning. And then when it wasn't done by tomorrow morning, I was like, this is not fucking good. And then it lasted for another full day. And I was like, fuck this. And then by the 3rd day, like, I was like over it, like 100% over it. Around yesterday night, I just like surrendered. And I was like, I accept the fact that I'm sick. Like, there's nothing I can do to change it. So I may as well just make the best of it. And today today I was actually optimistic. Nick was like, do you want to film? I was like, yes, I do. For the last couple of days, you look at me, you like, want to film? I'm like, you should go fuck yourself. And your hat too, and another dog while you're at it. So yeah, I'm like, we're on the come up. We're coming back. So everything in the Dominican's been going great, you guys. We filmed a Dominican vlog for the house, which is cool, something that we wanted to do. Nick got a bunch of fire photos for the Airbnb, so we're gonna be updating the photos on the portal, which is fucking dope. On the Airbnb site, which again, if you guys want to rent it, you guys can check out the link in the description. I've actually got a meeting today with Scott Wolford, and Scott Wolford was the first ever mentor that I hired to give us a business course on how to launch a course and a program. And he charged me $15K for just the course, no contact with Scott. We ended up buying it, and it's what built the foundation for PT Domination. And again, today I paid him another $15,000 for a 2-hour coaching call this time. I also just want to shout out myself because there was a lot of stuff I did cancel this week, but I didn't cancel a masterclass that had 250 people. We ended up enrolling 10 of those clients that came to the masterclass. I didn't cancel Convos with B. I still ended up showing up for that. I did end up having to like back out of pod jets because I was fucking gassed. Like I was like, I can't do this. And I just spent the whole morning in the hospital. But even yesterday night, I still did enroll 6 new students into the 10K Mastermind. So there's a lot of stuff that I showed up for this week, even though I was like legit, like in a blanket, laying on this couch, fucking freezing my ass off. So that's it. Hopefully I will be feeling better within the next 24 to 48 hours. And I'm going to ask Scott if I can record our call today. If I can, then I'm going to update some of it for you guys on the YouTube. But I hope you guys have the best day of your entire life. Thanks so much for watching this channel. And if you guys want to see any more content from me, like any stuff, sort of stuff in the Dominican that you might want to see, leave a comment below. We're going to be here for another couple weeks, so I'd love to record some content for you. Peace, love, and protein. Have the best day ever. Talk to you guys in the next episode.